Hello everybody, and welcome to the Broken Bad Saga. This happened about a year ago, I'd say, where a fellow Sticktuber of mine, Awesome Animations and More, went on to say that he would create a Heisenberg custom Stikbot. Now, as the Breaking Bad fan of the community, the Breaking Bad fan in every friend group, I took offense to this. So, of course, I had to be the first person to make a Breaking Bad custom. What you are about to see is never-before-seen footage of what happened that day in my thought process of making a Breaking Bad custom. I'm not gonna lie, it's really cringe, but let's get into it. Listen. Ignore the fan. I make Awesome Animations and More. Made a TikTok saying he was gonna make a Walter White custom. Now, I am known for being the Breaking Bad guy. And he is going to make a Breaking Bad... He's going to make a Walter White custom before me? I don't think so. So this is an update video, a vlog. I have the base coat for his shirt down already. I don't know when he's making the custom, but I got to do it before him. As soon as this dries, I'm moving on. I take long to make customs, but I can't let this slide. Hey, you're stepping on my turf. I don't appreciate that. Didn't even let me know he was doing it. His customs are ass. There is no way I'm going to let his Walter White be the first one in the community. That's all I'm saying. You know, I know it's been a minute since I've recorded anything because I was in a customizing mood. But here he is. Here's Walter White. Just need to wait for the shoes to dry. Now, I gotta say, this custom is pretty bad. But it's better than anything AAM could make. Let's be real here. Anyway, the very concept of him disgracing Walter White's good name by being the first person to make a custom of him makes me want to vomit. So here it is. The Walter White first appearance version 1. Now, I know this looks awful. I would never release a product as garbage as this. My customs are 99.2% pure. The best on the market. I had to kill Crafty Gecko. He was too good. I started my own customs. And the idea of AAM stepping on my turf. Can't let it happen. So, I made this crappy Walter White custom. Some of you might be like, oh, it's not that bad. It's okay. You know, I couldn't even do that. Well, listen, here's the thing. I could do better. I could do better. I know I can. But I can't let Awesome Animations and More be the first. I just can't. So I'm going to go record the TikTok as soon as the shoes dry. To be the first to officially make a Walter White custom. He might have made his before me, but there's no proof on the internet of that. So as soon as this goes out, I win. It's over. It's done! You will never defeat me, AAM. Never!
Eat your heart out! I'm the first! Always!
But you could tell how lazy this is. I didn't even bother working on, like, the back. There's, like, no detail. Look at these. These are supposed to be outlines on the shirt, but they're the full thing. The paint, there's not even a second coat on the shirt. The underwear has no detail. The hair, I would not go with this hair. I would make a brand new hairpiece. The Stikbot face, I never leave the actual Stikbot face. The mustache is, like, kind of okay. But it needs to be different. Like, the lines need to be farther apart. This custom is mad booty cheeks. And if you're okay with this, you need to, like, not be okay with a bad product. I make the best customs! A telltale way to, like, mentioning the face here. Here, actually, ironically, this is the same color. This is the old version of gold. Look at how beautiful that is. And then here's the new version. I like this version of gold, but I prefer the old one. Like, they're both good. It's just this one is a better gold than this one. Anyway, you can tell here Thor, he never got finished. His last thing I worked on were his arms, which look okay. But his face is a Stikbot face. And we have Gus here, who I never finished for reasons that will be discussed someday. Who the rest of him looks okay, but the thing is, his face is custom. Never got to finish his face, again, because, funny, haha. But his face is uncustomized, and yeah. And you can even see here, there are some aspects of Gus that just look better than him, and he isn't even finished, I mean, honestly. So yeah. I forgot to mention again, no glasses. He would have glasses. Shoes are just the wrong color, honestly, and like, look at the shape of those. They just look so bad, and I I didn't get rid of some of the paint that bled onto like the legs, and I didn't even paint like the inside of the shirt, like right there. I always paint that. This is garbage. I'm just saying. There are times when I was making it when I was like about to put effort into it, but I'm like, effort takes time, and time is something I don't have. So again, I'm sorry, but it had to be done. Although that is all of the unreleased footage that I have, I wish I could say the story ended there. If you couldn't tell by the runtime of this video, there is quite a bit more to talk about. Now, personally, I am more than willing to take fault for this. I mean, I was completely in the wrong. My ego was on full blast. It was actually a pretty good parallel to Walter White in Breaking Bad. His ego plays a really big part in it. He wants to be the one providing for his family. He doesn't want anybody else to make his product. He wants to be the best in his industry or whatever. And I guess I felt that similar sort of pride. I even did a bit at the beginning where I acted like a Walter White in Breaking Bad, which was kind of funny for a solid 2 seconds, and then it got pretty old, let's be real. But how did Awesome Animations and More respond to this? Well, he made a TikTok comparing our two customs. He put a poll up, and of course his fans voted for his, and yeah, it was obviously better. He got time to work on it. He got to actually finish it. He got to put his vision out there. Mine was very obviously rushed, and I put that out there. I didn't think it was good. It was rushed. I only did it to be the first. But anyway, so I'm clearly in the wrong here, right? Now, this was like the biggest deal in 2022. You ask anyone in the Stikbot community what like the most memorable thing of the year was, and they're gonna say, "Oh, it was definitely the Broken Bad Saga with Goose and Awesome Animations and More." That was what everybody remembers. So what happened after this? Awesome Animations and More starts using his custom in just about every single one of his TikToks. Like at least every other TikTok, sometimes multiple in a row, he would use Walter White and milk it for Breaking Bad views. Now this made me mad as a Breaking Bad fan because he had never even watched the show. He was just doing it for views. And guess what? I wasn't the only person who thought that. Anytime I talked to someone on the subject, they were like, yeah, he's kind of milking the custom for views. I think he's hanging a little too far, which is really great for me because it shifted the blame of being the one in the wrong from me being egotistical to him for milking something he doesn't even like. Maybe he did. Maybe he watched it. I don't know. It certainly didn't seem that way. It seemed like he just did it for the memes and was just kind of dragging it out. Similarly, I also got to finish my Gustavo Fring custom somewhere after this. Did I milk it for Breaking Bad views? No. I think I made 2 memes with it. Both of them were made out of a genuine love for the TV series and my favorite character from the series. Simple as that. What does this guy do? He waves around a Walter White Stikbot and posts it on TikTok. Now, frankly, it was rather childish to even remotely care about this sort of thing. It was obviously the better stick to was from the beginning anyway. But I am more than happy to say that at the end of the day, I won that battle, for sure. But, and like sadly, it's still not over. He made a TikTok, I think he asked if he should make a Jesse Pinkman custom. And that sent me into overdrive. I was like, no, this can't be. I gotta be the first to make a Jesse. I gotta be the first to make a Walt Jr. I gotta be the first to make a Hank. I gotta be the first to make a Saul. So I went and started a crap ton of Breaking Bad related custom Stikbots. They got to varying ranges of being finished. Obviously, Gustavo Fring was already finished. Walter White was put on indefinite hiatus. Hank Schrader got very far. Walter Jr. got very far. Hank is the only one I'm still kind of working on. I had to redo a couple parts because of the outdated methods of which I started painting him. I didn't really think too far ahead. That's my mistake. And I also started a Saul Goodman, who got very not far, and Jesse Pinkman, who you could say is finished, but is lacking pretty much all detail. Then, later on, I think around the beginning of this year, I started a Walter White custom from the same episode as the Hank custom, Ozymandias, very iconic episode, and I don't want to spoil anything that happens in this episode, but it's the Walter White from the Falling Over meme, essentially. And that's kind of where the customization story ends. I try to have a rule of 2s when it comes to making customs. Work on one custom when I need to work on another custom while that's drying or something, or if I get tired of it, I can work on that custom, and so on and so forth. And whenever I break that rule and have too many customs I'm working on at one time, they end up often getting scrapped or left behind or never finished. It's a very common thing that I do, and I'm very sad to say that happened to the Breaking Bad customs. But if this video were to get like 30 likes or if I hit 1.1k subscribers by the end of the week, then I will make the customs my top priority. I'm kind of joking. The Broken Bad Saga is a story of ego, a story of pretty much just that. I am glad to say that at the end of the day, both parties are kind of in the wrong, but I am making this video to get those videos out of my camera roll and to take accountability for being stupid. I took it a little too far. And AAM doesn't really post anymore. I think he's doing his own thing with Lego animations now, which great for him. Go sub to his channel. But if you remember any of this, I think we're already made up, and I hope that we can move forward and forget that this ever happened. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested why I didn't use my new intro, it was because it tonally just did not fit the style I wanted for this video. Let me know who your favorite Breaking Bad character is in the comments. Keep on honking my goose name sandwiches. I'm doing this outro out of order. If you're interested in joining my Discord server or following any of my socials, those links will be in the description. Peace out. That was really bad. That was a terrible outro, but I'm going to keep it anyway.